be a sponge, and then bring the juice.
By focusing on your improvement, by focusing on your progress, and eliminating any fixed mindset that you may have and acts of perfectionism, then you encourage your own mastery.
On some level, we do what we want to do 24 hours a day. Now, sometimes it may not seem like that, but if I'm choosing to work instead of sleep, what I'm actually saying is keeping my job is more important than sleeping.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting beat. What can I do to get over this hump? So mentally, that's when I kind of put that forefront, like, hey, it's either all or nothing.
I like to put failure in quotations because I don't believe that failure is true failure if you're looking at it with the right mindset.
The truth is, the journey to greatness is hard. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes focus, and every day you have to decide what you value, what you want to pursue, and what you want to achieve. And if you dig deep enough, if you push hard enough, we all have what it takes to be great. Welcome to the Edge of Greatness. Hello and welcome back to the Daily Dose. It's Thursday, March 16th. And yesterday, the NCAA tournament kicked off with some of the play-in games. And this is quite possibly one of my favorite times of year. I love big tournaments. I love moments where you have to find the greatness in order to achieve the success you want, and you have to come together as a team. And during this tournament, if you watch closely, even if you're not a basketball fan, if you watch closely, you will see all 7 pillars of greatness make an appearance. You're going to see stories about all the work that went in to a small school who makes a big run. They're going to do a little behind the scenes, show them how they're working hard. You're going to hear a story about individual players who have had adversity in their life and they continue to strive for excellence. You're going to see a Cinderella story at some point. It's going to be a team that's come together, that leans into the people around them, that's going to be led by a fifth-year senior who has 4 other starting seniors who have been waiting their entire life for this opportunity, and now they're here, and you're going to see them rise and defeat teams that they shouldn't. As we get further into the tournament, you're going to see the mindset of champion. You're going to see how, in the big moments, they stay calm. They're going to be able to ready themselves to perform at the highest level. One of the things that's going to be clearly obvious about all of these teams is they're going to have a purpose, a singular purpose of finding a way to make it to the championship. Better yet, the ones that win, you will see that purpose. If you see somebody start to falter, start to point fingers at each other, start to argue with each other or the ref, that's the sign of a loss of purpose. They're not leaning into each other anymore. That's a loss of team. That's a loss of people. And you can't win when that starts to happen. You will see the resilience of a team. Some team will be down a significant number of points and show strength in that moment to battle back and find a way to win. And you'll see that probably more than once. The discipline is going to be hard to notice, but what you'll find is that as the tournament goes on, the team that takes smart shots, doesn't foul, doesn't make a lot of turnovers, is going to put themselves in a position to win more often. The discipline will show up in the details because you won't be able to see the discipline in the work that they did because that's already been done. What you will see is the discipline in their actions on the court, the way they play the game, the crispness in their actions. And lastly, you will see courage. You will see heroes made from big shots in opportunities where the game is on the line and somebody's going to have to step up and make a play, whether that's a defensive play or an offensive play, you will see somebody step into that place where they can fail and take action. The NCAA tournament is an incredible event. There are so many young men, and on the women's side, so many young women competing for a national title. And it's really awesome to see what greatness looks like when it's focused on a purpose. This is why I think I like the tournament aspect of it, because during the regular season, you see a lot of the other stuff, but now this is why we're here. This is what we're doing. We're all shooting for that one opportunity to make a name for ourselves and our school and our organization and whatever else we're trying to do, but we're all going for one thing. So sit down this weekend when they start to do the first round and pay attention to what the winning teams do. Now you can see it on the losing teams too. I don't want to just put that aside, but what you're going to really find is the teams that end up winning do those things just a little bit better. They're a little bit more prepared to follow those pillars, to lean into those pillars. The teams that end up falling short, something is going to be missing. And it's not going to be talent, because all of these teams are pretty darn close on the talent scale. But have some fun with it. See what pillars you can find. Let me know if you see something that maybe I didn't mention here. I think that would be fun. But, enjoy these games, enjoy the energy, enjoy the environment. And as always, keep reaching for the stars. Fall flat on your face. Remember, whenever you fall, always get up. Thank you for joining us today on the Edge of Greatness podcast. If you haven't yet, please take a minute now to subscribe and review our show. Join us again next week as we continue to dig deeper into the key components of greatness. The path to greatness is never linear, so remember to keep pursuing greatness no matter what. Keep stretching your abilities, reach for the stars, and fall flat on your face. But remember, no matter what happens, whenever we fall, always get up. Until next time, I'm Charles Schultz, and this was the Edge of Greatness podcast.